Hi, refs. It's Rich Godwin from San Carlos United. I'm the signer for San Carlos, and I'm sending you a video that's really important, and I need you to watch and understand. It deals with discrimination and what to do when this happens in matches. Fortunately, this doesn't happen very often, but it does happen, and when it does, we have to know what to do and how to deal with it. I'll tell you a story first. I want to share my screen. And that last year, in the spring, there was a match, State Cup final, and it was not here, not in San Carlos, but there was racial abuse and other kinds of abuse and discrimination that happened within the match, and the referee crew did not know how to handle that. The ref was informed that it was happening and didn't do anything. Later on, the ARs heard it, but their response was, and these were adult ARs, the center ref was a youth, but must have been a very good referee, and in some ways, to be able to be in that position. The ARs as well should have been pretty highly skilled to be there. They did not know how to deal with this, and one of the ARs said, well, I didn't want the entire team to be punished for the actions of a few players. So that's not good enough. And as a referee, you have to be brave and you have to handle these things, right? We're there because of safety, right? And we're for the safety of everyone, for the players, for the referees, of course, for the officials, everyone. And we have to make this environment safe for youth soccer. We all know that there's things you can't say at school, there's things you can't say at work, and there certainly cannot be said in a soccer match anywhere. That's against everything that soccer stands for at every level. It's not tolerated, and this goes whether it's said from an opponent to another opponent, from a coach to another coach, or a coach to players, or from the parents. And it also applies, just to be really clear, you can't say it to your own teammate. You can't say it to your own teams. It's just not appropriate. And I say it, but I also mean it's not just saying it. It can be done through actions as well. So quickly, we're going to walk through what you need to do if and when you hear it or it's reported to you. So I know you all know what I'm talking about, but I just want to make sure when we talk about discrimination and abuse, it's attacking or offending someone through or saying, it doesn't mean if they're really say they're offended about race, about skin color, about ethnicity, nationality, social origin, gender, disability, sexual orientation, language, religion. I know you know what it is, but it's again not allowed in a soccer field. So what do we do? If you hear this and you know who said it, it's very simple. It is a straight red card for that person, player or coach. They're out of the game, they leave the game, and you handle it like a red card. Red card for discrimination and behavior, abusive language is actually technically what it says in the rules, but red card and they're done and out. We keep our cool, right? We're refs, we're the air conditioners, we keep things level, but we get that person away from the game. If it's the coach and the coach has no backup, that's the end of the game. But that's another issue, and you know how to handle that when it comes to red cards anyway. Let's say, though, that you heard it and you knew which team it was, but you don't know which player said it. What do? You ask the coach to name the player. If he has to pull his team together and figure it out, give them time to do that, but they need to answer that in the game and then say who it is. If the coach can identify that player, red card again. If the coach cannot, red card for the coach. Same thing, okay? Someone's gonna be accountable for that when you know it's a team. Let me just back up on one thing. It sounds like I'm talking about the center ref only here. If an AR hears this, going back to the example I had or the story from the game last year, the AR, same thing. It's just, if you hear it as an AR, you report it to the center, you say, this is who it was, or this is the team it was, and then those steps are taken, okay? So it doesn't, the whole ref crew is working together to make sure we're stamping this out. Another situation could be, you heard it, or you saw it, you heard it. You don't know who said it from which team. So you heard it over your shoulder. The AR heard it, but wasn't sure which team said it. And we're only talking about the players or the coaches at this point. In that case, you stop play, bring the coaches together, bring the captains together, explain that we have a zero tolerance for this, allow them to explain that to the players that it will not be tolerated. And that's the warning. If it happens again and you don't know who did it, if it happens again and you know who did it, then you go through the steps we talked about. If you don't know who did it, abandon the match. Okay, the match is over. So very clear on that one as well. So the final scenario becomes this: if it's the fans, and again, you hear it and you know which fan it is or which the supporters they are, the parents, and you're saying, oh, it's coming from the visiting team or it's coming from the home team, you know which one. If you can identify that parent or supporter as well, go to the go to the coach for that team. It's a yellow card for them. And then allow them to go across the field. You stop the match, of course. Go across the field, match stays stopped, and they remove that spectator or spectators or group from the field. They leave. They have to leave the match. When that happens, you can start the match again. If it happens again, it's a red card for that coach. Follow the steps for removing someone. You hear from the spectators, but you don't know who said it. Then do this. Bring the coaches together, warn them, right? Just as you did when you don't know who said your team, explain to them the situation, allow both coaches to go and talk to the parents. And if it can be identified, have them leave. And if you can identify it, then you would yellow card the coach. But if they can't, then you just give that warning. If it happens again, and again, you still don't know who it is, but you hear it again, and likely in this case, it's probably going to be the AR hears it. So that's why it's so important that ARs follow up on this. You abandon the match. Okay. And that's how we deal with these unfortunate situations. Again, it's rare. I have only seen it once. That was at a U10 match a long time ago. We dealt with the player. But it can happen, and you have to know because it's only fair for the players so that we know what to do. The final thing you do is that we would report all this. So each referee, center ref, ARs, please do an exhaustive list of what happened. You can contact your assigner right away. Make sure you'd file the right reports. So most important thing I want you to do here is write down exactly what happened when and what was said. Each of the people on the referee crew do this. And then file the reports. And then follow up with your assigner right away to explain what happened so we can go through making sure we do the incident report, red card report, and get that done. That's it. So I hope this never happens, but I want everyone to know when it does, or if it does, what to do. Thank you. And I hope to see you reffing soon. Take care. Good job. That'll do it.